Hi, Rebecca. It's Chris.
Hi, Chris. Hello, are you alright?
Have you got any time?
Yes, no, it's good.
Right, so hello again, Captain Fantastic REBECCA RELF.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, morning.
Yeah.
The day is still the morning. Crikey.
Yeah, the sun is shining. Rebecca, last time we spoke, I think it was you'd just gone up as champions, and we did that big thing on the podcast, episode 29, where we caught up with loads of you. There was loads of a whole horde of you that were celebrating what was a great promotion. There's been quite a few ins and outs in that squad since then, but it doesn't seem to have affected the results at all. I mean, what's your sort of reflections on the changes and how you are at the moment?
Yes, we've obviously had quite a few different signings throughout the summer. During pre-season, we've lost some players and we've gained some as well, and it's been really good actually. I think it's sort of brought a new freshness to the squad. Obviously added some more depth as well with some of the newbies like Sean and CJ, obviously very talented players. So I think all in all it's been really good. I think we're still going through maybe a little teething process, even though the results don't really show that, but I still don't think we're playing maybe as well as we can do, because I think we have massive potential in this squad. But it's quite tricky at the moment because we've had some players that have been away or ill or banned or things like that, so it's kind of limited the amount of times we've had sort of the same starting 11 or the same subs. And I don't know, lots of players, well, we all play very differently, so if you've got a different player on a different position, it does sort of change the way that you play as a squad. So I think once we get maybe a tiny bit more consistent, we will hopefully be playing, because we're playing good football, don't get me wrong. I think from last season to this season it's sort of chalk and cheese really, but I still think there's more from us, especially when we're playing sort of lower opponents. We do sort of dip down to their level, so I do think that as we climb the leagues and things, we will show our potential, because there's massive amounts of it. But all been very positive so far really. We've had changes in the staff as well, which I think sometimes rocks the boat a bit, and unfortunately I feel sorry to Billy having to keep recruiting people, but with our S&C staff and our managers and goalkeeping staff and all of that sort of thing has changed as well already, and the season's only got a month or so long. It's been quite a few changes for us to get used to as well. So I think once things sort of settle a bit more and people are getting a bit more used to their positions, because I'm in a different position this season, so it's all about sort of getting a bit more used to it and a bit more comfortable, and then hopefully our confidence will grow from there. We'll still continue to get the good results that we're still getting, so it's all good really.
Well, talking about your position, I mean, how do you feel your role's changed? Because I mean, you've been knocking in a few this season. I
think I'm still scoring as many as I was as centre mid. I think Billy's just realised maybe this season I've probably had a tiny bit more as a left back, because I'm fit enough to get up and back, which is obviously a good thing for a full back. But I think it just adds maybe a little dynamic that we didn't really have before last season maybe. But I don't think that's the case anyway, and I've not just been shunted to the left back. But I'm trying to see the positives in that. But I do quite enjoy it actually, because I still have the free realm to be able to attack, because I am more of an attacking player. But then I just have to get back to defend as well. So it's quite nice being there really, and actually having sort of the support of the back line and Blair, and I'm quite enjoying it actually.
I'm sure didn't Henri start on the sort of left sort of, was he like a left back?
Exactly, all the best players are. No, I'm joking. I'm a left-footed player that can sort of play most positions really, I think. So I think it's just sort of suited me, tried me one game, and then I've just sort of stayed there since really. So I'm not complaining.
Because I was saying, for that last goal, you weren't in a left back position, because that last goal you scored was absolutely ridiculous. That was
Which one? Because I scored it on Sunday as well, which was
that's what I'm on about. That
that one,
that was it. Second half. Oh, I'm trying to remember. You know when you're trying to pin these goals, it's the one that was about 30 yards out.
It was quite a good couple of goals actually this season, which is quite nice. But I do find myself sort of drifting up, especially when we've got opponents that maybe aren't as strong as ones, I do have more realm to get further up. So I find myself in positions like that goal really, where I actually nearly took out Faye. I just screaming her face for her to leave the ball. So I think I probably traumatised her a little bit with that. But I think there's a picture that John Snowden took. He's one of our sort of top fans, and he takes pictures as well. And there's a picture he took, and I'm literally about to kick Faye and the ball. So that was quite funny to see. But yeah, no, I find myself still in sort of goal scoring opportunities, which is quite nice to sort of add that to getting clean sheets as well, because obviously as a defender we want clean sheets as well. So it's definitely different, but yeah, I am enjoying it, I must admit.
Yeah, I mean, I have caught a little bit more this season of your games, and there is and there is. I mean, it's usually on my lunch breaks, but like the I mean, there is like a different with this league. It seems to be that they're either teams that need to be put away or half decent teams, and it's just that I mean, it's good that you're keeping clean sheets, because it could be you could be forgiven for switching off sometimes, you know, like as a defender. I mean, obviously Blair's keeping those clean sheets. I mean we were worth asking Blair this, but it's, you know, it must be difficult sometimes with some of these opposition. It is what it is. I mean, we all fully expect you guys to be up the leagues, you know, but you have to obviously go through this season. I mean, where do you see this squad sitting comfortably? I mean, what division do you see us? I mean, like in the realms of Lewis, or I mean, where do you see us?
Depends really on what Billy wants, and if he, obviously the higher we climb the leagues, we sort of have to add a bit more depth or train more as a team really, because we're training once a week at the moment. So I do think once we get maybe to the next league, which is when you're playing sort of Dulwich Hamlet and things like that, you probably do need to be starting to train twice a week for more, one to be sort of S&C fitness and one to sort of phase play and ball work. So I do think it just depends on how far he sees us going. I think we could quite comfortably sit in that league. They Fulham in our pre-season and we won 1-0. We were in that league. So I do think there is promise. I think even if we were in that league this season, I think we adapt to better organised and stronger teams. So we play better football when we have to. So I do think we could sit in that league quite comfortably this season if we wanted to. So I think once we get to that one, I think it will be more of a slower journey, maybe, depending on the route. I know Billy wants us to go up and up, but I don't know. I can't see myself playing in the same league as Luke, to be honest. I feel like I'm a bit too old now. But who knows really? I think sort of the world's our oyster with this club and the support that we have. I think Billy provides us with more than you'll ever get really in women's football, and obviously we've got huge support, and potentially with the new stadium and things. I think it's a really exciting time to be part of this team. And I don't know where we have to stop really. Obviously our aim each season is to be promoted, and that's all we can aim for really. I think we just sort of work each season as it comes really, and see where it goes from there.
And obviously you're doing well in the cup.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think we could go all the way?
Well, we've obviously already done better than we did last year. We got knocked out in the first round last year. I think it was against Hackney. So we've obviously won 2 games already, which is great. I do think we have the potential to beat Bromley. I do. And then I don't know who we face then, actually. I haven't looked at who the potential ones are, but I do see us maybe getting a couple more rounds than us. So if we work hard and we go for it, I do think there's the potential for us to go higher. Obviously, we've gone higher already than we did last year, but again, it's more of a taking it season by season, and each year we want to progress onto what we've done beforehand. So last year we obviously I wanted us to get the treble, and then the cups got stopped because of COVID. So this year we want to be winning cups, and I know that Billy basically wants us to focus on the league, but I do think cups are important as well. And we don't want to lose any game really. So we'll go into each game wanting to get the best outcome. So it will be interesting to see how far we go in the FA Cup, and if we don't win against Bromley, then we've already done 2 times better than we did last season. So it's all positive really going into this one.
Okay, cool. And just lastly, I mean, any messages to the Hastings faithful?
thanks for your support, really. I think our supporters are fantastic. We still have sort of the usual suspects that even come to our away games. Bless the sort of Waynes of the world that get on the coach with us at 9:30 to go to Islington Borough. It's all really appreciated for all you do for the club, really. And the support's never unnoticed by us. Even at the end of the game, if we don't always thank you, we're thanking you internally. We're probably just dead from running. So, it's always nice to look around the pitch on a Sunday and see sort of familiar and friendly faces that, always support us in all we do. So, we can ask for more, really, as a club. And if we can get the new stadium, then that would obviously be fantastic as well. But to be honest, I'm quite happy at the Pilot Field. I think it's a fantastic place to be. And the sport's great. We can never fault that, really.
Well, Rebecca, just thanks for your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.